I've written my own Sword and Shield anime, and in this video, it's time for the finale of the Galar League, Ash versus Leon. Who will win this epic clash? Find out right now and subscribe for more videos. This video is sponsored by Royal Match. Imagine a world where you can help King Robert renovate his kingdom without a single ad interrupting your flow. That's what Royal Match is for, a captivating match 3 puzzle game that's completely free and doesn't even need the internet. Feeling stressed? Royal Match is your perfect escape to unwind and immerse yourself in endless variety. There's also unique events, and of course thrilling competitions. Why isn't this focused? It's a go-to game for your quality me time. You can also compete with friends, track each other's progress, and enjoy uninterrupted focus. Ready to dive into this royal adventure? Download Royal Match for free using the link in my description or by using the QR code on screen. Episode 144. A week after the darkest day, Ash's championship battle with Leon is finally scheduled, and the group are reunited with Professor Magnolia and Sonia. Sonia reveals that she has recently been made a professor due to her outstanding research, and Magnolia reveals that Eternatus has been sealed away in the Crown Tundra under the watch of Calyrex. Ash then gets an unexpected visit from Delia, Mimey, Professor Oak, and even Gary. They made it just in time to cheer for Ash in the championships. Ash introduces everyone to one another, but Oak and Magnolia are actually old colleagues. On top of supporting Ash, Professor Oak is also here to assist Magnolia, which prompts her to pull Hop and Gloria into the discussion. This allows Ash and Gary to catch up. Gary reveals that he's currently studying at a prestigious academy in the Paldea region. He went there to learn more about Pokemon, and is doing so well that he's even being considered for a potential teaching role. Ash is happy for him, and wishes him luck. Gary then suggests a sparring match to prep Ash for tomorrow's battle, and he accepts. Meanwhile, Sonia reveals that she's going to study the Darkest Day's effects on the Isle of Armor. She needs help from a strong trainer, as Pokemon are aggressive after the incident, so she asks Hop to be her assistant. As for Magnolia, she explains how Peony suggested there could be a way to peacefully coexist with Eternatus, which would benefit Galar greatly. That's why Professor Oak is here, to lend his insight and knowledge. This is a great opportunity to understand Dynamax better, so Magnolia asks Gloria to join her as well. Both of these tasks will start right after the championships. Though excited, Hop and Gloria are sad, as they realize they're gonna have to stop traveling together. Back to Ash and Gary, they have a one-on-one with Pikachu versus Tauros. Ash is surprised as he's never seen a Tauros like this before, and Gary reveals that this is a Paldean Tauros, which gets Ash excited. Pikachu starts with Quick Attack, but Tauros counters with Double Kick. Pikachu backs off, allowing Tauros to strike with a strong Raging Bull attack. Pikachu then traps it with Electro Web, and follows with an Iron Tail, but Tauros breaks free and dodges, and then counters with an Iron Head. From the air though, Pikachu uses Thunderbolt. Gary commands Stomping Tantrum to cancel out the move, and although it works for a moment, Pikachu powers up and lands the attack. Gary's impressed, and hypothesizes that this power could be a manifestation of Ash and Pikachu's bond. Seeing how much stronger Ash and Pikachu have become, Gary says they're clearly ready for the upcoming battle, and decides to end it here. Later that evening, Ash and Pikachu reflect on their Galar journey, excited about their upcoming battle with Leon. Ash is grateful to Pikachu for their shared adventures, and vows to give it his best in the final match. Unexpectedly, they meet Leon and Charizard, who are also out on a stroll. He recalls their experience in the Darkest Day, and how it taught Leon that he still has far greater heights to reach. Because of this, he's uncertain of the outcome of a battle for the first time, but still eager nonetheless. Soon after, Hop and Gloria find Ash, sharing the news about assisting Sonia and Magnolia. This means they'll have to part ways with Ash soon, which saddens him. Yet he's quick to encourage them on their new goals. Both thank Ash, and ensure their support in tomorrow's battle, even if Hop is conflicted on who to truly root for. The episode ends with the day of the fateful battle. On the left is the undefeated champion of the Galar region, Leon. And on the right is Alola's first champion and the winner of this year's Winden Conference, Ash Ketchum. Leon says to have themselves a champion time, and with that, the championship battle officially begins. Episode 145. Ash and Leon's 6-on-6 full battle kicks off with Pikachu versus Haxorus. Pikachu starts with Quick Attack, but Haxorus retaliates with Iron Tail, knocking Pikachu back. That doesn't stop it from using Electro Web, however, trapping Haxorus. Leon is impressed, but commands Dual Chop to break free. It then follows with Night Slash, and Pikachu counters with Iron Tail. Now that Ash has a gauge on Haxorus' strength, he decides to call back Pikachu, and switches into Lycanroc. Leon recognizes it as a Pokemon that helped Ash win the Alola League, and is eager to test its strength. Lycanroc starts with Accelerock, hitting Haxorus. Leon tries Iron Tail, but Lycanroc uses Fire Fang. While holding on, another Iron Tail is used, doing big damage. Leon learned this from Ash's battle with Hop. Haxorus then uses Outrage, but Lycanroc Stone Edge slows it down. Just before Haxorus makes contact, Lycanroc finishes it off with a powerful counterattack. Ash gets the first win. His friends cheer him on, but Hop knows this is just the beginning for his brother. Leon's next Pokemon is Aegislash, so Ash switches into Crocodile. As this is going on, we briefly cut to Iris, who's watching Ash's battle. Crocodile tries Dragon Claw, but Aegislash defends with King Shield, weakening its attack. Ash then recalls this effect from a previous battle, and begins to come up with a strategy. This allows Aegislash to strike with Sacred Sword. Ash commands Crocodile to use Rock Slide, but it's blocked again by King Shield. Crocodile persists, however, until King Shield fails, making Aegislash take damage and flinch. Crocodile uses that chance to swipe the shield away with Crunch. We then get a duel between Dragon Claw and Sacred Sword, with Aegislash slowly chipping away until Crocodile uses the shield to block and it gets deflected. As Aegislash tries to reclaim its shield, Crocodile delivers a decisive stomping tantrum to defeat it. Ash is feeling confident, and everyone is surprised to see Leon down 2 Pokemon so early. That all changes though when Leon sends out his third Pokemon, Zarude. Crocodile uses Dragon Claw, but Zarude dodges using acrobatics and counterattacks. Crocodile uses Stomping Tantrum, but misses, and Zarude responds with Brutal Swing. Ash is struggling with Zarude's speed, and uses Rock Slide to slow it down. However, Zarude's Power Whip shatters the rocks and targets Crocodile. Although he dodges, he's still hit by acrobatics, and with one more Power Whip, Crocodile is defeated. Ash couldn't land a single move that round, which makes him concerned. Leon then switches Zarude for Dragapult, so Ash sends out his 4th Pokemon, Charizard. Gary, who recalls the power of Ash's Charizard, realizes this match will be an intense one. Ash wanted his Charizard to face Leon's, but decided it's the best option for Dragapult right now. Charizard uses Flamethrower, but Dragapult dodges with Phantom Force, then surprise attacks from behind. As Dragapult confuses Charizard, it uses Thunderbolts as well. Ash has Charizard soaring the air, but Leon uses Dragon Darts to hinder its movements. As Dragapult readies another Phantom Force, Ash counters with Charizard's Steel Wing. Ash then tries to use Dragon Tail, but Dragon Darts interrupts it, allowing Dragapult to flee. Frustrated by the Dragon Darts, Ash has Charizard fly high and retaliate with Flamethrower to defeat them. As the Dreepy drop from the sky, Dragapult attempts to save them, allowing Charizard to land a decisive Dragon Tail to defeat Dragapult. With half his team gone, Leon praises Ash's Charizard for its strength. And as a nod to Ash's wishes, Leon sends out his ace Charizard. Both sides are eager, as Leon states that the real battle is about to begin. Episode 146. There's a tense atmosphere in the stadium, as Ash and Leon's Charizard face off. They start by clashing Flamethrower with Fire Blast, causing a big explosion. Leon's Charizard clears the smoke with Air Slash, but Ash's is already airborne, attacking with Flamethrower. Leon then strikes with Dragon Rush, while Ash responds with Steel Wing. After an aerial duel, Leon's Charizard uses Ancient Power, knocking Ash's down. Gaining strength, Leon's Charizard readies another Dragon Rush. However, Ash's interrupts with Dragon Tail, swapping Leon's Charizard for Seismitoad. Leon's a bit bummed out, saying his Charizard was just getting warmed up. Seeing as how he's at a disadvantage, Ash switches into Sceptile. We then cut to May and Max, who are on the edge of their seat while watching the battle. Sceptile attacks with Leaf Blade, but Seismitoad counters with Ice Punch, surprising Ash. Seismitoad then uses Earth Power, but Sceptile dodges and strikes with Aerial Ace. Seismitoad then poisons Sceptile with Toxic. Leon tries another Ice Punch, but Sceptile uses Leaf Storm on the ground to dodge, allowing Sceptile to defeat it with a surprise Leaf Blade. Leon's now down to 2 Pokemon. Though Ash is in the lead, he doesn't underestimate Leon and his remaining Pokemon. Leon Zarude faces Ash's Sceptile. Zarude uses Acrobatics, but Sceptile counters with Aerial Ace, and then uses Breaking Swipe, reducing Zarude's attack. Zarude then swings around using Power Whip. Ash's Sceptile tries to cut the vine with Leaf Blade, but falls for a trap, getting hit hard by Acrobatics. Despite the setback and effects from Toxic, Sceptile tries to stand. However, it faints, leaving Ash with 4 Pokemon left. Ash returns Pikachu to the battle, and uses Quick Attack to counter Zarude's Acrobatics. The Pokemon have a battle of speed until Pikachu traps it with Electro Web, and follows with Thunderbolt. Zarude has taken a lot of damage. Leon commands Jungle Healing, however, restoring Zarude's strength, and then it retaliates with Brutal Swing. Seeing how Zarude is a much bigger threat now, Ash recalls Pikachu and sends out Urshifu. Leon is excited to see it. He recalls meeting Zarude in a dense forest where he led a strong pack. He admired Zarude's strength and challenged it, revealing it almost beat his Charizard. Earning Zarude's respect, it decided to join his team. And now, Leon and Zarude are eager to face Urshifu, believing it might be the worthy opponent they've been searching for. Zarude tries to hit Urshifu with Acrobatics, but Urshifu uses its Rapid Strike style to swiftly dodge and counter with Surging Strikes. Leon directs Zarude to swing around using Power Whip, but Urshifu immediately catches it and slams it to the ground. Ash says that him and Urshifu worked hard to get to this point, and he's gonna show them what they're really made of. This gets Leon and Zarude fired up. Urshifu goes in for close combat, but Zarude dodges and lands a vicious acrobatics assault. Urshifu then prepares to use Wicked Blow, but it's interrupted by Brutal Swing. Zarude follows by grabbing Urshifu with Power Whip, and swings it around violently until Leon tells Zarude to throw Urshifu in the air. Urshifu is now confused and disoriented. As Zarude readies a final acrobatics, Ash tells Urshifu to use Wicked Blow from behind. The moves clash and both Pokemon fall. It's a double knockout. Leon praises Ash, noting Urshifu's trust helped it strike even while disoriented. And now, even more pumped up, Leon sends out his final Pokemon, Charizard. Ash compliments Leon's strength, and then sends out Lycanroc. Lycanroc uses Stone Edge, but Charizard dodges and uses a flinching Air Slash. Charizard then follows with Ancient Power. Lycanroc withstands the hit and retaliates with Accelerock, but Charizard purposely takes the hit to grab Lycanroc. Lycanroc tries to break free with Fire Fang, but then Charizard slams it down with a powerful Dragon Rush. Lycanroc is barely hanging on after that, so Charizard finishes it off with Fire Blast. Ash is now down to 2 Pokemon. Leon boasts about his Charizard's strength, saying he's gonna need a lot more than just type advantage to take him down. Ash is really feeling the pressure now. Episode 147. Ash sends Charizard to face Leon's once again. They lock eyes, ready to prove who's the strongest. They start with a mid-air collision of Steel Wing and Dragon Rush, but Leon soon switches to Fire Blast. Ash's Charizard tries to deflect it with Flamethrower, but is pushed back. Leon follows with Ancient Power, but Ash's counters with Dragon Tail. One by one it knocks the rocks away, until it lands a direct hit on Leon's Charizard. Leon then goes for Air Slash, but Ash counters, this time overpowering it with Flamethrower, and follows with another Dragon Tail. The battle rages on, as both Charizard land devastating blows to one another, until Ash's Charizard gets a grip on Leon's, and Ash commands a finishing Seismic Toss. Charizard soars in the air, and winds up its devastating attack, but just before they hit the ground, Leon commands Ancient Power, weakening the attack of Ash's Charizard, allowing Leon's to survive the hit. It then gets powered up due to the effects of Ancient Power. They have a final clash of Flamethrower against Fire Blast, with Leon's Charizard overpowering Ash's. Charizard is unable to battle. Leon praises Ash's Charizard's strength, while Ash thanks his Charizard for its efforts. Now Ash is down to his final Pokemon, his trusted partner Pikachu. Leon recalls his first fight with Ash, noting their growth. Ash says that he and Pikachu have long awaited this fight, eager to prove their worth as champions. As this is happening, Brock and Silent, as well as Misty, are watching. Pikachu starts with Electro Web, but Charizard dodges and strikes with Air Slash. Pikachu withstands the attack though, and goes for Quick Attack, knocking Charizard back. Charizard tries Dragon Rush, but Ash tells Pikachu to use a Spin Dodge, and then it uses the momentum to land a powerful Iron Tail. Charizard follows with Ancient Power, overwhelming Pikachu, but he bounces back with Quick Attack and follows with Thunderbolt, while Charizard follows with Fire Blast. Ash and Leon seem evenly matched, so Leon decides it's time for Gigantamax Charizard. Determined to take them down, Ash and Pikachu decide to Gigantamax as well. Pikachu uses G-Max Volt Crash, but Charizard uses Max Airstream to swiftly attack and dodge. With its speed increased, Charizard follows with Max Rockfall, but Ash thinks quickly and commands Pikachu to counter with Max Steel Spike. The force of the collision knocks both Pokemon back, but Pikachu gets up first thanks to his defense boost. Both are down to their final Max move, so Leon commands G-Max Wildfire, while Ash commands G-Max Volt Crash. Both attacks make contact, doing massive damage, and then they both go back to normal. Charizard is now paralyzed, while Pikachu, engulfed in the relentless flames of G-Max Wildfire, teeters on the brink of defeat. Ash watches in disbelief, his heart racing, as the outcome of the battle hangs in the balance. The episode ends with the stadium's tension palpable, with everyone in suspense over who will emerge victorious. Episode 148. Ash calls out to Pikachu, urging him to break free, but he can't. Pikachu is struggling to escape the powerful flames of G-Max Wildfire. It looks like this is the end for Pikachu, so Ash begins to lose hope and accept his defeat. But suddenly, Hop yells at Ash from the crowd, telling him not to give up, surprising Ash and Leon. Hop says that since he couldn't be the one to battle Leon, he wants Ash to fulfill his dream for him. He says that he's made it this far, so he can't just lose now. Gloria then reminds Ash of their shared journey through Galar, and how hard he's worked to get here. Sonia cheers for Ash as well. Soon after, Marnie, Victor, Bede, and even Team Rocket start to cheer for him. Then Delia, Professor Oak, and Gary cheer as well, and eventually, the entirety of Winden Stadium cheer for Ash and Pikachu, not wanting the battle to be over yet, which leaves Ash speechless. Leon comments that the audience enjoys tense moments like this. He admits he's a little scared, but loves the thrill of the challenge. This is the most he's exerted himself as a trainer, and says it's the best feeling in the world. He then asks Ash if he's ready to continue. Ash looks at Pikachu, and as this is happening, all of their friends from distant regions are rooting for them as well. Although they aren't here, for some reason, Ash can feel their support, as if a part of them has always been with him all along. Ash tells Pikachu that everyone is counting on them, and that he believes that their bond is strong enough to surpass their limits. Pikachu then responds by unleashing its powerful electrical aura, breaking free from the flames. This gets Leon and Charizard fired up, prompting Charizard to activate its Blaze ability. Both sides are ready for the final clash. Pikachu dashes with its fastest quick attack, knocking Charizard back. In retaliation, Charizard uses Fire Blast, but Pikachu deflects it with Electro Web. Charizard then charges with Dragon Rush, but Pikachu counters with Iron Tail, repelling both Pokemon back. Leon is in awe of Pikachu's new strength, but doesn't let that distract him and commands Charizard's ancient power. But Pikachu dodges with Quick Attack, scaling the rocks, and then strikes Charizard. Ash commands Thunderbolt, but Charizard dodges and releases multiple Fire Blasts. Pikachu leaps high to escape, but it was a trap. Charizard uses Air Slash, but Pikachu quickly uses an Electro Web counter shield to protect itself. Charizard then gets momentarily paralyzed, allowing Pikachu's Electro Web to knock Charizard to the ground. The battle reaches its climax as Leon tosses his cap and commands Charizard to use a finishing Fire Blast, while Ash commands Pikachu to use the powerful move that symbolizes their unbreakable bond, Pika-Pa-Pow. Their attacks clash, sending shockwaves across Winden Stadium. Everyone is amazed by the raw power that's on display. The battle seems even, and as Pikachu reaches its limit, Charizard's paralysis returns, giving Pikachu the last-minute advantage. Pika-Pa-Pow scores a massive direct hit. There's a brief pause after the explosion, but in the end, Charizard goes down. Ash Ketchum has defeated Leon, becoming the new Galar region champion. The stadium roars with applause, as Ash celebrates with his partner in disbelief. All of his friends cheer for Ash and Pikachu, and although Hop can't believe his brother was finally defeated, he's also incredibly proud of his friend for doing so. Leon, though a bit disappointed, congratulates Ash, and thanks him for an amazing battle, saying he's proud to pass on the title of champion to him. The episode ends with the Galar League closing ceremony, where Ash is awarded the championship trophy. The team all celebrate their victory, and as Ash thanks each and every one of them, Leon says that he's looking forward to seeing Ash's bright future. Thank you all for watching, and shout out to the channel members for their extra support. Next is the series finale, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Remember to live your life to the fullest, and have yourself a damn good one.